Hey, welcome to On the Chain. This is Jeff. You're here with a HODL review. Today, we are going to talk about Ripple, XRP, centralized or decentralized, who's right, who's wrong. Going to go through a tweet by Hammertoe, which is Matt Hamilton. There's a lot to dissect in a short period of time. I think we got to get this thing started. Let's go.
And now, the HODL review with Jeff on the Chain.
Alright, so check this out. Ripple XRP, is it centralized? Is it decentralized? Who's right on this subject? Who's wrong on this subject? And I guess it all boils down to who you want to believe. Do you want to believe the news magazines, the bloggers that are spreading FUD, the Bitcoin maxis, or how about the XRPL white paper, the XRPL developer site? But if you read into mainstream media, news reporting like Forbes, you might just get an inaccurate perspective of what's real and what's not real. It's so unfortunate due to the fact that there are many newcomers in this space right now. Every day, there's new people coming. They're looking for quality information, trying to navigate through all of this misinformation. And they're getting so distracted by what they thought was accurate news content from traditional content providers, and it isn't. Now, most people coming into this space might not be tech-oriented. They don't really have a true appetite or even aptitude to dissect white papers or track down developer content or dig through article after article after article as they go through rabbit holes to try to figure out which digital asset do they invest in. That's not what people want to do. They want to know that it's a quality asset, that there's good quality information that's giving them accurate information. Now, there's very few that are going to go back and read the Satoshi white paper, and there's probably fewer that would then understand it, but yet in this media sensationalism, whether it's on YouTube or in the mainstream media, there's so many that want to try to discredit Bitcoin without even the faintest idea of what they're talking about. And the same thing rings true when they're talking about Ripple and XRP and many of the other assets. A perfect case in point is the SEC v. Ripple case. Now, case in point number 2 is actually this tweet. It was a tweet stream, or maybe I should call it a tweet storm, between Matt Hamilton and another individual that was quoting and talking about this article from Forbes and really referencing some of Ripple's relationships with banks and XRP. So, I figured that we'd get into this a little bit. I'm gonna highlight the article. We talked about the article the other day on a live stream, but I want to go into it. Then we want to listen to how Matt Hamilton, and if you know Matt Hamilton, you followed him, he's been extremely vocal in the crypto space, especially regarding XRP. And most recently, he was hired on as the director of developer relations over at Ripple X. So here's a guy that really knows what he's talking about. So let's move over here. Let's share our screen. There I am. I'm on this screen. I can see myself. But check this article out. So it's on Forbes Advisor. Meet Ripple and XRP cryptocurrency for banks. As we read through this article, I reviewed it with Chip on the other channel. And you start digging through and you realize some of the twists and the narratives that they're developing throughout the article. One of them, despite its ambitions, Ripple is currently tied up in legal troubles with Securities and Exchange Commission, although that's hardly prevented XRP from surging in value with other cryptos, which is great. But I like this whole despite. But here, they get into some of it could get a little fudster. Others, they're trying to provide information. But look, XRP, and this came from the CEO of Bitwave. Now, I don't know how they pulled this out. XRP was designed from the very beginning to essentially be a replacement for SWIFT, a leading money transfer network, or they'll otherwise replace the settlement layer between major financial institutions, which is the XRP. The XRP ledger has a lot of that built into it, but then it took RippleNet, a software product developed by Ripple, to actually pull all these pieces together and build utilizing the XRP ledger, creating an on-demand liquidity solution for settlement using the ledger and using XRP. Now, it'd be nice if they would get, a little bit into this and try to dig in a little bit further in detail, in depth, to, explain it a little bit better. But they don't. But here it says, so we get into it more, what is XRP? How to mine XRP. I don't know why they'd even put that up, but mining is the distributed verification system used by most blockchain. Then they kind of explain it. Since Ripple does not rely on conventional blockchain, there's no need or way to mine XRP. And then it says, instead, Ripple, the company, decides when to release XRP, not unlike the way a company might issue stock. And this is where the divergence of inaccuracies continues, because they don't decide when to release XRP. There's an escrow, and there's $1 billion that's released every single month and then put back into escrow. There was 55 billion originally put in, but they leave out certain, critical detail. So then we get into, this Tweetstorm, and that's where I think it gets interesting to look at the Tweetstorm, because it starts out, Ripple disadvantages. XRP is highly centralized. One of the reasons that cryptocurrencies became popular is that they were decentralized, taking control away from large banks and governments. So, right out of the bat, his statement following up on this article is that XRP is centralized as a disadvantage. Now, I like how Matt Hamilton comes right in and starts discussing this. The article is full of inaccuracies. The XRP ledger is very decentralized. And then he goes on that the article makes a false claim that Ripple controls the XRP ledger, which they don't. Now, someone else comes in and responds, these are accurate. And then he says, that said, if you believe that Ripple will emerge victorious against the SEC and continue taking over the payment system, then it could be worth buying. If not, then not. But Matt Hamilton responds, no, they are not. One, Ripple do not decide which validators approve transactions on the network because it's a permissionless network. Number two, the XRP ledger is a blockchain. All 100 billion XRP was created at the start. Ripple can't create anymore, and they're not even the issuer of XRP. Two very straightforward statements. Now, this Tariq comes back and says, Ripple chose the members. Read it right, dude. Matt says, nope, Ripple didn't. Anyone can run a validator. So Jay comes back and says, you're being dishonest. Anyone can put themselves on the UNL. That's the point. The others don't even have a vote. They're powerless. So it's so interesting how you get this misinformation, but he claims it as 100% fact. Now, who are you going to, follow? Do you want to follow someone that is now, director of developer relations? Do you want to go to the white paper and dissect it? Or, are you going to, continue, just kind of going through, what you see over here? Matt Hamilton continues, and he says, yes, anyone can put anyone they want on their UNL. So, then he just gets into it. But it's funny because you see it going back and forth. And I like how Matt Hamilton comes out here. I'm not sure what you're trying to say. You seem to be arguing against yourself. I agree it's an open network and the participants get to vote. And he goes, it's only open if only one entity gets to choose who votes. But obviously there's multiple nodes and every node gets a vote. So, again, it's funny because who is this individual? Why is he arguing? Does he really care to argue? Is he arguing just for the sake of arguing? Because he's not the one that posted the original article. That's, came from this individual. So then you drill down and you start seeing, this entire discussion as it unfolds. And he said, look, you're still misleading people, or you don't understand. And I like, it was just funny. They keep going down. Wrong. The fact is, they had the history of the chain. If they disagreed with Ripple, their only option was a fork. So it was just funny. Nope, they could vote through an amendment without a fork. So anyhow, I don't know. I was going through this. I thought it was funny to share it and kind of drill down, because even in the conversation, now here he's having an argument with Matt Hamilton. He's been super passionate, probably knows, the developer site inside and out, probably knows the white paper of the XRP ledger and XRP inside and out. The misleading element, which we see often, the misleading element is that they start tying Ripple into XRP, and then they frame XRP as being centralized, without the validators, without the votes, they try to put things into a specific position where it gets confusing, because then you say, who do you listen to? Who don't you listen to? I don't know. At the end of the day, you got to do your own research, and by doing your own research, maybe you drill down and find people that are in the know, that actually understand a little bit better, have a better dynamic for the information that they're presenting. But did you guys know that on this channel we're dropping daily content? We also have a live channel where we stream 6 days a week, Sunday through Thursday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and again on Saturdays at 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. You go into the description below. There's actually a link to the other YouTube channel. If you've never seen it before, go sign up. Go check us out. Join us on a live stream. That's all I've got, other than telling you, if you want to help this channel, hit that subscribe button. Hit the bell notifier. You get notified every time we go live. And don't forget the thumbs up. That's all I've got. I'll see you on the next one. I'm out.
Are you down with OTC? Please like, subscribe, and click the bell to be notified when the next video drops.